Falling in love is a wonderful feeling. Falling out of love is a miserable feeling. After a breakup, it's perfectly natural to ask a question like, "What can I do to get my ex-girlfriend back?" It is also natural to ponder on all the things that went wrong and what you could have done better. This thinking then leads to thoughts of begging, apologizing or otherwise begging your case until your former loved one is ready to take you back. However, even though these things may play a part in getting back together, and definitely seem logical, they frequently lead nowhere. None of the methods mentioned earlier get to the root cause of the breakup. That's why they aren't enough to patch things up. The not-so-good news is that uncovering the real reasons behind a breakup can be difficult. So, do your best to dig deep and find out what really went wrong, but also realize that the true causes may remain hidden. If that's the case, don't worry, there are still steps you can take to get your ex-girlfriend back, though it may be a bit more complicated. Forget about it. About what? About her, about your relationship, about the idea of getting back together, at least for now. You both need the space and time to come to terms with what has happened. Do not expend any energy on making up, at least not yet. Hang out with your friends, if they're single, so much the better, pursue a new hobby, or throw yourself into a project at work. Whatever it takes to stop you from focusing on your relationship. Unfortunately, you can't predict how long this step will take. The best advice, then, is to not force it, and you will know when the time is right to move on to the next step. Assuming you decide that you would like to get your ex back, you can go to the following step: contact her and start making things right. The secret here is to not be too forceful, to not overdo. If you waited long enough, she has had enough time to sort things out as well. When you finally meet again, talk things over calmly. Admit any wrongdoing, but remain positive and solution-oriented. A negative mood will lead to arguments, and decrease your chances of getting back together. While you can't change the past, you can learn from it, and do what needs to be done, to have a happy future together.